see the stress in a nigga eyes. Hot nights, cold sweats when a nigga rise. I could never get wet when a nigga dry. And ain't nobody have a check for a nigga. Why? Fuck it, I gotta handle it my way. Make a sound when I'm walking by, you gotta pay. Really thought I'd never see the day, I gotta say. Well, I get carried off the field, hurt, but God play. But at my worst, I'm a top pick. I could be...
Yo, this is King Earner coming to y'all live and direct. That was a little bit of Leak Moss Concrete Series Volume 1. It's the first track on the mixtape. If you don't have that mixtape, make sure you go check it out. More than anything, man, I wanted to kind of sit down and get settled in on the Jimmy Henchman thing and just give people the evaluation of how I think everything is going on with this mutt. Number one thing is that he got to be paying somebody. Ain't no way he's surviving in that pen. And he's so blatant a rat like he is in the paperwork that's surrounding him now. I'm sending word out to those that have honor running through their veins. Check that man in. The reason why I say it is that you see he losing his mind. You see he don't have no honor. If you had any type of care for him, you wouldn't let the rat just run around like that, because before you know it, somebody's going to whitey bulge on him. I mean, don't sit back and feel as though just because you got money that you can live that long, because it's going to run out. You're going to run into someone who carries it based off of honor and principle. And it's sad that he feels as though life has took a toll on him to the point where as though he has to almost cry via videos on phone. And I mean, it kind of shows a little bit of rat in him, because how is he in a pen, a high security can like that, and able to post these videos and not end up in a hole? Like, I mean, at the end of the day, you can't get away with posting videos if you're in a pen. Maybe a camp and all that, they ain't really bothered, depending on how the staff carry it and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just mind-boggled by the fact that, you know, he survived this long, man, in reference to living on a compound. Like, you know, he's not in a hole, they ship him to another hole, and or he's, you know, using different identifications and coming out of the, you know, the hole, going in the population on the pound, and he, you know, he being somebody else for a short period of time, and they find him out, and they kicking him out, and they say, I don't know what's going on, but I want the youngest to pay attention to the message. The message is clear. The message is that you'll have those individuals who think they can outslick the law by telling on everything. Eventually, it's going to catch up. Eventually, the system is going to get tired. You're going to run across a set of agents that don't honor it. Is going to, you know, trick you and kick you all the way in your rear end and put you on the moon somewhere for the rest of your life. And I see that happening a lot. I see a lot of the rats getting handled the same way a stand-up man would get handled, except somehow, some way, they still, after all of 40, 90 years, you see them out here on the streets. It's just like, it's kind of a thing where I'm starting to get an understanding that these rats are coming a dime a dozen, and they, I mean, matter of fact, every 12 rats is probably 11 of them that don't care about who they bring in or who they, you know, get caught up in their little webs. They don't care about none of that. Their goal, their whole thing is to make sure that they keep getting money and be able to back and forth. And, you know, it don't make no sense, man. So, like I said, I just wanted to touch base on that real quick. And I also wanted to laugh at something, man. You got dudes who really see, you know, and I'm laughing at it because it shows society that I am no longer the individual that a person could look at and says, you know, they're not safe from me. But you got a bunch of kittens and people saying my name, man, just for views, and it's getting weird. It's like thank you for the promotion, but at the end of the day, it's easy and clear, my message. My message is clear. You know, when I speak on Jimmy Henchman, I give the youngest the understanding not to be like him, an individual who was running around the streets and can't take the time now that he's getting served for the wrong that he done. Don't be like him. Be able to accept your responsibility for the things that you've done wrong and be able to actually move on and become a better man once you're free. But Jimmy Henchman is an example of the streets felon individual, you know what I'm saying? Only thing, and someone had kind of gave me this the other day, only thing that beats a failure is trying, you know. You got to keep trying, you know what I'm saying? If you don't try, you're going to always continue to fail at something that you don't go for, you know. And when you in a legal field like he was, getting all that money, it shouldn't have been that hard for him to withdraw himself from the streets, you know. So Jimmy, because you such a rat and because you know, trying to put out a message as if you're not a rat, you're the most dishonorable individual worldwide, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I can never, ever honor you. And the people who post him, who honor him and respect him after seeing this legal documents of him being damn near like a CIA, I mean, your honor is just as trifling and filthy as is. You don't have a way to actually speak on the world that we live in because you don't care. You don't have no remorse for it, you know what I'm saying? Everybody gets due their just due for whatever they done, you know what I mean? You do good, you're going to get your good. But if you do wrong, you're going to get your wrong, you know? He's one of the individuals that's getting their wrong, like ASAP. Now, I'm confused at a few things. Those things are, why do individuals feel as though threats or tough talk is cool over this? I don't understand it, you know. I'm better off in person with an individual. I'm better off being able to converse and, you know, get my point across directly in the person's face. But, you know, man, to each his own. And I just wanted to say that I'm thankful for the support on the website. I want for everybody to really dig that I hustles this CMOS gold and I hustles it like nothing else, man. I don't hustle it playing with it. Like today I went out with like 5 pounds or something, you know, and I said, you know, I got a lot of it. I got a lot of CMOS. So in between my deliveries, I went on like a little spree and said, let me see, I'm gonna take 5 pounds out and I'm gonna kind of push it on people, put it in their face, see if they'll grab. And I come back in the crib with like a pound, you know what I mean? So I had a beautiful day, man, and I got so much CMOS things around. It's like I'm trying to get to busting this open. Once I bust this open, I know the honor's restored because I got like a half of one of them already open. So, you know, 92 of the 102 minerals your body is made of. A lot of people, if you go back to my older videos about even like a month or two ago, you'll see like my skin, because I started taking the CMOS again, you know, it's cleared up. It's cleared up. I'm more energetic. I lost some pounds. And I haven't really worked out enough, and I'm just staying focused and eating the CMOS gold, and I'm making sure that I take my time out and do meal plans. The meal plans are going to help you guys be able to be a part of the program that I'm putting together. The program will be the Honorable Elite Squad. You know what I'm saying? That's for individuals who are, you would think elite, you would think, oh man, that person is like really, you know, they really on their workout joint. No, they really on their health joint. They may be the frailest non-muscle having person, but inside, those vital organs and those organs that's needed to keep you ticking and talking are together. So, you know, I just want people to know that it's bigger than just the platform of me giving the youngins awareness of how to stay away from the rats and how to stay away from the streets, period. It's it's a whole mentality. You know how some people say lifestyles? This is not a lifestyle. This is a mentality. You know what I mean? You have to like grow into this mentality, and we're all doing it together. Even with the CMOS school, y'all be surprised at how I got my own meal plans together now too, to try to fix myself and help myself go in the right direction. So make sure that y'all stay tuned in. Youngins, remember what I said to y'all, man. No Jimmy Henchmans, man. No, don't even honor that type of lifestyle. And if you're an individual that's in the streets, you know what I'm saying, and you caught up, back away from it, or you may end up like Jimmy Henchman, crying and saying how he got had and he shouldn't have. Man, come on. You had every opportunity in the world to continue on the right path, but you chose to be a rat. So this is what happens. Because you wanted to lie on people, get them caught up and put in jail, now you have to stay in jail. That's what happens to rats. They end up having to stay in a position that they didn't want to be in, all because they wanted to be down. And that's no honor. And the youngins, please don't be down. Don't want to be down. You know, be up. Be up on your coins. Be up on your toes. Be up on all your positive things that could, you know, get you to the next step. Be up on your credit. Be up on a beautiful home. Be a beautiful woman, family, all that. You know what I mean? Everything else is irrelevant. King earned alive and direct.